The actor, who plays Barton in the ITV soap, joined the show last year as the drug-dealing son of late Emmerdale killer Emma Barton. He had tracked his brother Ross down and introduced himself, quickly becoming central to the village. Over the last year, Lewis has gone from weed-growing dealer to a co-owner of the cafe and met his biological father in psycho-gangster Kev Townsend. More recently, he's embarked on a love affair with Vinnie Dingle in a heartwarming storyline. But now the son can reveal that Bradley will be taking a short break from the village. The actor has signed up to appear in Panto this Christmas in Sunderland. He will play the title role of Peter Pan in The Further Adventures of Peter Pan, the return of Captain Hook at the Sunderland Empire. The theatre announced the news in a statement. A heart-stopping casting reveal. Bradley Riches from Netflix's Heartstopper, Emmerdale and Big Brother, is flying into Sunderland this Christmas as our thrill-seeking hero, Peter Pan. Join us for In Neverland this festive season for sword fights, crocodile chases, and jaw-dropping stunts. The production will run from Friday, December 11th, 2026 until Sunday, January 3rd, 2027. In years past, actors who have signed up to Panto while appearing on the ITV soaps have been forced to quit their jobs to take up the lucrative roles. However, ITV bosses have now scrapped the rule, and stars of both Emmerdale and Coronation Street will be allowed to take the high-paying roles. A spokeswoman from the soaps told The Sun, "We've agreed to release a few of the actors from Emmerdale and Coronation Street to appear in pantomime this year. We've been looking at this for a while, and with plenty of notice, we've been able to release the actors for a limited time." The change comes after the soap lost some big-name stars when they chose Panto over their jobs. Back in 2017, Adam Thomas quit for a £100,000 Panto payday after bosses refused to let him out of his contract. And in 2023, Matthew Wolfenden was forced to leave to appear in Christmas musical Elf in the West End when bosses rejected his ask. Meanwhile, stars of BBC soap EastEnders have long been allowed to cash in on their soap fame, with stars like Steve McFadden and Adam Woodyot regularly earning six figures for Panto stints. The Sun previously revealed how much soap stars are getting paid in the soap's Panto rich list. When Barton first arrived in the Dales last year, he wasn't welcomed with open arms. He was the son of Emma Barton, one of the soap's most notorious killers. That name alone carried weight. Lewis had tracked down his estranged brother, Ross Barton, determined to understand the family he'd never known. Their first meeting was tense, layered with suspicion and unresolved trauma. Ross had every reason not to trust him. After all, Emma's legacy wasn't one of warmth. But Lewis was different. Yes, he started out as a weed-growing dealer, using his horticultural knowledge for slightly questionable enterprise, but there was always something softer beneath the surface. Over the past year, viewers watched him evolve. He became co-owner of the cafe. He navigated the chaos of village life. He even came face-to-face with his biological father, the volatile gangster Kev Townsend, a revelation that shook him to the core. Yet somehow, Lewis carved out his own identity. Not Emma's son, not Ross's shadow, just Lewis. A love story that changed everything. The real turning point came when Lewis and Vinnie Dingle grew close. What began as tentative friendship blossomed into something beautifully unexpected. Vinnie, who had endured heartbreak and loss, found in Lewis a partner who was open, kind, and refreshingly honest. Their romance unfolded gently. Stolen glances, nervous smiles, quiet conversations that meant more than grand gestures. In a village often dominated by betrayal and power struggles, their relationship felt like a bomb. Fans quickly embraced them. For Lewis, loving Vinnie was transformative. It grounded him, softened him, proved he didn't have to repeat the sins of his mother. And just as their storyline reached new emotional heights, reality intervened. Flying to Sunderland, actor Bradley Riches, who plays Lewis, has signed up for a festive adventure far removed from the Dales. This Christmas, he'll swap cafe counters for fairy dust, stepping into the title role of Peter Pan in The Further Adventures of Peter Pan, the return of Captain Hook at the iconic Sunderland Empire. The production runs from December 11th, 2026 to January 3rd, 2027, a prime Panto slot. The theatre announced the casting with excitement, promising sword fights, crocodile chases, and jaw-dropping stunts. For Bradley, it's a thrilling opportunity. He's no stranger to high-profile roles, having won fans through Netflix's Heartstopper and even appearing on Big Brother. Now, he's set to lead a festive spectacular. And crucially, he doesn't have to quit Emmerdale to do it. A rule rewritten. For years, ITV soaps operated under strict contracts. Actors who wanted lucrative pantomime roles often faced an impossible choice: stay loyal to the soap or chase the Christmas payday. Back in 2017, Adam Thomas left his soap role after reportedly securing a six-figure panto deal when bosses refused to release him. In 2023, Matthew Wolfenden was forced to step away after taking a part in the West End musical Elf when his request for time off was denied. The message had been clear: the soap came first. But times have changed. ITV has now scrapped the rigid rule, allowing select actors from both Emmerdale and Coronation Street to take on festive theatre roles, provided there's enough notice. A spokesperson confirmed that several actors have been released for a limited time this year. It's a move that reflects the shifting entertainment landscape. Actors can now expand their careers without sacrificing their soap stability. For Bradley Riches, that means he can soar as Peter Pan and return to the village afterwards. What does this mean for Lewis? Soap fans know that even temporary absences require storyline explanations. Will Lewis head off on a mysterious business trip? Visit family? Or could tensions with Vinnie create a temporary rift? Producers are keeping details under wraps, but insiders suggest the break is short-term. Lewis isn't being written out permanently. In fact, his storyline with Vinnie is far from over. If anything, the separation could deepen their bond, offering emotional reunion scenes when he returns. The power of panto. Pantomime remains a huge draw in the UK, with major soap stars often earning six-figure sums for festive runs. BBC's EastEnders has long allowed its cast to take part, with actors like Steve McFadden and Adam Woodyott regularly commanding impressive paydays. The so-called panto-rich list has become a talking point every year. Now ITV stars can finally join the festive gold rush without sacrificing their long-term roles. For Bradley, playing Peter Pan isn't just a paycheck, it's a career milestone. The role demands physicality, charisma, and audience connection, qualities he's already proven he possesses. A village that keeps turning. Back in Emmerdale, life will go on. The cafe will still serve coffee. The Dingles will still argue. Ross will still brood. But Lewis's absence will be felt. He brought a different energy to the village, youthful but grounded, cheeky but sincere. And his journey from drug-dealing outsider to beloved local has been one of the show's most satisfying arcs in recent years. When he returns from Neverland, viewers can expect growth. Perhaps new confidence, new perspective, maybe even new drama. After all, time away has a way of changing people.